We are continuing our exploration of the wetlands. At the time of filming, we were unsure if this was number 5 or number 6. We found out later it is in fact number 6. We were really on our way to the grocery store, and the trike took us down this dirt road we had not been down before. And the entrance to the wetland is right where I told Melanie it would have to be, but we weren't sure how to get to it. Now we know. It's this way. He was talking about it, and he was calling it like Lake Forest or Forest Lake. I forget exactly what he said, because he was not talking to me in whatever language he was speaking. It is still a construction site. They're working on it, but it was open, and we came back later and wandered through it. Right now we're driving past it, going to the grocery store. Later, like a couple weeks later, they fenced this off and you can no longer get in. So this is probably our last wetland. There's a few others, but we went by number 3, and it is also fenced off and a security guard out front, very closed. So this one was open, people were on it. We will come back here in just a moment. But to show you where it is, we came past the dirt road out this way onto the main road, and I'm trying to see where we are. We're very near the wet market. That's the entrance to the wet market right there. This is wetland number 3 that is very closed. I wanted to go in there and take a look at that, but the security guard won't let us in. We finally found out how to get to this preservation area. We're still unsure which number it is, but you see the road, you quit following it and you go up this dirt path, which is a mud path today. The area is not finished and it's not open, but you can go out there on it, so we will. The dirt road is busier than we expected. A lot of people with motorcycles come this way. A tricycle took us this way earlier. The road over there that I would normally walk down, and I did in other videos, the nightclub is right there. The Ati village is right around the corner, so we're just kind of back here. What did he call this? What did he call this area? The something?
The driver said
something forest?
Yeah, it's a forest, like they said.
Didn't he have he had a name for it?
No. It's called the forest, right?
Lake Forest, something like that, yeah. It's actually kind of nice out here. You can have all the birds and insects making all their noises, but they're good noises. There are the remains of some houses, so I don't know when this area was vacated and how long have these houses been either falling apart or in the process of being demolished. I don't know. But they're working on the area. It's got a long way to go still, but they're making progress. Yeah, the tricycle driver said this was the Crown Regency, and he said he thinks the owner's dead, so we don't know what's going on. They were trying to take this whole area and turn it into hotel property, and the city got a hold of it and has turned it into a preservation area. This one is unfinished, but the walkway is open. There's no safety rails or anything yet, so be careful. And there's other people out there. We were over here on the other side looking at this and wondering how to get to it. And I said it had to be near the main road. And it is. This goes out to the main road. But this goes out almost to our apartment. So that worked out really nice. The entryway here needs work, leaves a lot to be desired, but this one is unfinished. The map, does it say 4, 5, and 6?
Yeah.
The map says this area is wetlands 4, 5, and 6. I don't know what this particular piece of it is. One of the YouTube videos I think said it was number 6, but I'm not sure. Not the best entryway. But like I said, it's not finished. It's actually a pretty nice walkway. Water needs a lot of work. It's got a lot of trash in it still. You go out that way, that becomes paved right around the corner, goes out next to the wet market that we saw earlier. There's a couple families here, kids running around, making lots of noises. You know, it's all fun. She does almost get knocked in the water, which was because she didn't go in, it made it kind of funny. If she went in, it wouldn't have been funny. Or I couldn't have laughed out loud anyway. There she goes. Kids do not watch where they're going. No kids anywhere watch where they're going. But like I said, they're doing a lot of cleanup, but it's a good start. The cement's all in, the path is finished, and we're just kind of wandering around checking it out. I don't know, I'd like to come back when this is finished. It looks like this one's going to be a while. And now we're going to express all our unbelievable amounts of lack of knowledge on fiddler crabs. I never heard of fiddler crabs. I had to look them up. Why do these guys only have one claw? Because that's the way they go. Who knew? They all seem to have one pincher. You see that?
Yeah.
Why don't they have two?
I don't know. They only have one bigger claw. Color orange.
Yeah.
White. I think they are only left-handed. Right-handed.
This is bizarre.
Yes, I am just. Oh my.
So as I said, this one's pretty dirty, but it's a work in progress. They are not finished here. The cement work, the path seems to be done, but they have not yet done much to clean up. Wow. There's even more over here. These crabs are everywhere, and they all have one pincher. I don't understand it, but I don't know anything about crabs. I'm unsure if they'll show up on camera. That's the back side of the Atty Village. The Atty Village is pretty safe from any home demolition, but some of the other houses here have been asked to relocate for the preservation area. She's taking her own pictures like I'm not even here. Actually, the little hand signals to make the camera work is pretty fun. But here she comes. Hello! They got a lot to clean up here, and it all kind of got stopped by COVID. They've got some of the plants in. There's going to be another mangrove forest, I believe. Crabs and fish are doing well. Some of the hotel owners had already started dumping a bunch of dirt out here. They were going to turn this into a big hotel complex, and it got stopped. So that was a good thing. So they are trying to preserve what they can. I mean, honestly, there's over 600 hotels here. I think there's enough hotels on the island as far as I'm concerned. See, this area is growing in pretty well. So they got some of the planting done. They got a lot more to do, but there's some young plants here. This is what they look like. They got the cool little root system. it has a long way to go before it's finished, but you can see it's a decent start. And speaking of starting, it's starting to rain. So from here, as I said, you go out that way, right around the corner, the road gets paved, and it comes out right by the wet market that we showed in a previous video. If you go out this way, it stays a dirt road all the way around and comes out pretty close to our apartment. So we now have a new way to get to the wet market. Just happened to be walking past here at high tide. Medium high tide. The water's still very dirty because they have a lot of cleanup to do, but it looks a lot better than yesterday. I was here filming at low tide, and it was cool seeing all the crabs, but it didn't really look particularly great. This looks better. Just don't go too far that way. There's quite a few fish. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of trash in this one, but I keep saying they're not finished with this one. So it's coming along. Looks like work stopped, probably because of COVID. Work stopped on a lot of things because of COVID. So this is our last view of any of the wetlands for now, until they get some more finished and opened. They are fencing them off and not letting us back in. More fun in the Philippines. Enjoy your day in paradise.